Welcome you all students, come back to our next video of term 2 chapter 1 number system and topic is decimal numbers. First we see about what is decimal numbers. Decimal number is often used to mean a number that uses a decimal point followed by digits that show a value smaller than 1. For example, we can say that the value of 45.6 here 45.6 is a decimal number. While we are saying the numbers like 90, 45 is a value. While saying that the point, then it is represented decimal numbers. And some of the real life examples where you can observe when you go to the shops, the prices are usually represented in the decimals like 60.00, 20.00 and 30.00. So when we add this value, we get 11.00, which means it gives 110.00 represent the decimal point. Actually, the original value is 110, but they used to represent as 110.00. So here, this point represented decimal numbers.
Now we move on to a problem on exercise 1.1. So what is the first problem given here? Here the first problem given is write in decimal numbers for the following pictorial representation of the numbers. So here they given some pictures. We need to write the decimal numbers. So observe the following picture which is represent the ones, tens and tenth place. We already know what is meant by ones, tens, hundreds. So here which pictorial represent the ones and which represent tens and which represent the tenth place? Yes, here this represent the ones place and this represent the tens and this represent the tenth place. So therefore we can written as, how many tens are there? Only one tens. So we can write it as 1 tens. And how many ones are there? 2 ones. 1, 2. So we can write it as 2 ones. And how many tenth place are there? 2 tenth place. So we can write it as 2 tenth. Therefore, we can write it at the decimal number. So what is the value of decimal? 12.2. Here 2 represent the ones place, 1 represent the tens place and 2 represent the tenth place. Shall we add this? See how many squares are there? 10 plus this 12. So 12 point, how many 10? 2 10. So 2 here. So we can write decimal number as 12.2. Okay students? Now we move on to our second problem. So what is the second problem given here? Express the following in centimeter using decimals. So here they given the following. We need to change it in centimeter by using decimals. Okay. So what are the values given here? The second problem is 9 millimeter. And fourth problem is 8 centimeter 9 millimeter. And fifth problem is 375 millimeter. So all were in the millimeter. We need to change the following in centimeter using the decimals. Okay. So for that first we need to know what is the formula for converting millimeter to centimeter. So we know that 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter, which means we can say that 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1 centimeter. This can be represented by using the decimals. So 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter. When we are using in decimals, we can say that 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1 centimeter. Here, what we need to find? We need to express the following in centimeter using the decimals. So here they given 9 millimeter. So 9 millimeter is equal to, so what is the formula for 1 millimeter? 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1 centimeter in decimals. Like this, here we need to change in decimal means 9 millimeter is 0.1 multiple of 9. So what value we can get? We can get 0.9 centimeter, because here first they given in 9 millimeter. When we can use the formula of centimeter, then the value can be automatically changed into centimeter. So 9 millimeter can be expressed as 0.9 centimeter. Okay students, now we move on to next problem. So here they given 8 centimeter and 9 millimeter. So here we already know 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter.
So here 8 is already in the centimeter, so we can keep it at. Here 9 is in the millimeter, so we need to change this millimeter into centimeter. We already know that 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1 centimeter. When we represent in decimals, we can write it as 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1 centimeter. So we can say that 9 millimeter is equal to 0.1 into 9. We get 0.9 centimeter. So we get the centimeter value for 9 millimeter. Now we need to add the both values. So what the first value they given? 8 centimeter. So first we need to write the 8 centimeter plus. So 9 millimeter can be changed into centimeter. So what is the value? 0.9 centimeter. When we add this both value, we get 8.9 centimeter. See here, we can write a decimal as 8.0 and 0.9. So when we add, we get 8.9 centimeter. Okay students, now we move on to our next problem. So what's the fifth problem they given? 375 millimeter. So we know that 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter. So when we represent in the decimal, 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1 centimeter. Here how many millimeter is given here? 375 millimeter. So 375 millimeter is equal to 0.1 into 375. So when we multiply this both value, 0.1 multiple of 375, we get 37.5 centimeter. Okay students. Now we move on to our third problem. So what is the third problem given here? Express the following in meters using the decimals. So here the followings are given in the centimeter. We need to change it in meters using the decimals. So for that we need to know the conversion of centimeter to meter. So what's the formula? 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. So this is the formula while converting centimeter to meter. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. We need to denote it using the decimals. So we can write it as 1 centimeter is equal to 0.01 meter. So here, what's the expression given? 7 centimeter. So 7 centimeter is equal to 0.01 into 7. Here, we need to using the decimals we need to find. So we can take like this, okay? So when we multiply this value, we can get 0.07 meter. While converting centimeter to meter, the formula is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. So 7 centimeter is equal to 0.07 meter. Okay students. Now we move on to next problem. Here they given 43 centimeter. So what is the formula while converting centimeter to meter? 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. While using the decimals, we can see 1 centimeter is equal to 0.01 meter. So what is the centimeter given here? 43.
So 43 centimeter is equal to 0.01 multiple of 43. So what is the value we get? 0.43 meter. While multiplying 0.01 into 43, we get 0.43 meter. This is very important to write, okay? Because we are going to convert centimeter to meter, no? So the final answer we need to write only as meter. So here they given 6 meter and 6 centimeter in 4th division. So here already first one is in the meter. Second one is in the centimeter. So keep the 6 meter as it, and 6 centimeter we need to convert it into meter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. While saying in decimal, we can say 1 centimeter is equal to 0.01 meter. So like this, 6 meter is already in the meter form. So we need to change. We don't need to change. But here 6 is in this centimeter. So first we need to change it in meter. So for that, 6 centimeter is equal to 0.01 multiple of 6. We get 0.06 meter. So now we get 2 meter values. One is 6 meter. Next one is 6 centimeter changed into 0.06 meter. So we need to add this two value. We get the final answer as 6.06 meter. Okay students, now we understand this. Now we move on to our 4th problem. 4th problem given is expand the following decimal numbers. So here they given a decimal numbers. We need to expand the following. Okay. So first the numbers are placed in the values. Like 8 is in the 1's place, 5 is in the 10's place, 6 is in the 100th place. After decimal point we can say that 3 is in the 10th place, 7 is in the 100th place. Okay. So how we can expand the following? Shall we see that? Yes. 658.37. After decimal point we can say it a single number like 37. So 658.37 can be expanded as the following like 8 is in the 1's place, 5 is in the 10's place, 6 is in the 100th place. So we can write it as 600 plus 50 plus 8 plus 3 is in the 10th place, 7 is in the 100th place. So we can return as 3 by 10 plus 7 by 100. Now we need to expand in the power term. So we can say it as 6 into 10 power. How many zeros are there? 2. So 2, which is known as square. So we can turn as 10 power 2 plus 5 into 10 power 1 plus 8 into 10 power 0 because no value is there plus 3 multiple of, here 10 is in the down place, then goes on the upwards, it get inverse. Okay. So 10 power minus 1 plus 7 into 10 power minus 2. Here it represents the inverse term. When the downwards goes on the upside, it can get inverse. So we can say it as 3 multiple of 10 inverse 1, which means minus 1 plus 7 into 10 power minus 2. Okay students. Now we move on to our next problem. Here 5678.358 is the decimal number. We need to expand the following. So 5678.358 we can expand as 8 is in the 1's place, 7 is in the 10th place, 6 is in the 100th place, 5 is in the 1000th place. Like this, after decimal point, 3 is in the 10th place, 3 is in the 10th place, 5 5 is in the 100 place, 8 is in the 1000 place. Okay. So we can say it as 5000 plus 600 plus 70 plus 8 plus 3 by 10 plus 5 by 100 plus 8 by 1000. Now we need to expand the power terms. So we can written as 5 multiple of 10 power. So how many 0 is that? 3. So we can say it as 10 cube, which is 10 power 3 plus 6 into 10 power 2 plus 7 into 10 power 1 plus 8 into 10 power 0 plus 3 multiple of 10 inverse, because downside when goes on upside get inverse. Okay, so minus 1 plus 5 into 10 power minus 2 plus 8 into 10 power minus 3. So this is the expansion for the following of decimal numbers. Now you understand, students? Now we move on to our fifth problem. The fifth problem given is express the following decimal numbers in place value grid and write the place value of the underlying digit. So here we need to express the following decimal numbers with the place values. So we know already that 263, here 3 is in the ones place and 6 is in the 100 place and tens place and 2 is in the 100 place. Like this, after decimal, 2 is in the 10th place, 7 is in the 100 place and 1 is in the thousands place. So we know that here we need to write it in the place values given in the grid. Okay, students? And after finding that, we need to write the place value of the underlying digit. So here 2 is the underlying digit. We need to write the place value of the underlying digit. So first we need to write the decimal numbers in the place value grid. So for that, what is the 100 place? 2. And which is the 10th place? 6. And this is the ones? 3. And which is the 10th place? 2. Which is in the 100 place? 7. And this is the thousands place? 7. 1. Okay. So like this, 2 is in the 100, 6 is in the 10th place, 3 is in the ones and 2 is in the 10th place, 7 is in the 100 place and 1 is in the 1000 place. So after finding this, we need to write the place value of the underlying digit. So what is the underlying digit here? 2. 2 is in the which place? It is in the 10th place. So we can written it as 2 divided by 10. Okay, students? Now we move on to our next division. Here they given 9.657 as a decimal number value. So we need to place the decimal numbers in place value grid, and after that we need to write the place value of the underlying digit. Okay, students? So here 9 is in the ones place, and what is the 10th place? 6, and 100 place 5, and 7 is in the 1000 place. So here after finding this, we need to write the place value of the underlying digit. So what is the underlying digit here? 5. So 5 is in which place? 5 is in the 100 place. So we can return it as, so 9.657 is written as 5 by 100. Because 5 is in the which place? 100 place. Okay, students? Now we move on to our next division. Here the given value is 4972.068. So first we need to write the following decimal numbers in the place value grid, and then we need to write the place value of the underlying digit. So what is the underlying digit here? The underlying digit is 8. Okay. So what is the 1000 place? 4. In 100 place 9. In tens place 7. Ones place 2. And what is in the 10th place? 0. And in 100 place 6. And in 1000 place 8. Okay, students. Now after finding this, we need to write the place value of the underlying digit. So what is the underlying digit here? 8. So what is the place value of this 8 digit is? 8 by 1000. 8 is in the thousands place, so we can get 8 by 1000. Now you understand, students?
Okay students, I hope that you are clear understand about the topic of decimal numbers. Now here are some of your worksheet. First problem is write decimal numbers for the following pictorial representation of the numbers. So here they given the pictorial. We need to write decimal numbers for the pictorial representations. Okay students? Now the second problem is express the following in centimeter using the decimals. So here they given the expression of following in millimeter. We need to change the expression into centimeter using the decimals. For that we already know that 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter. So by using the decimals, 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1 centimeter. Using this, you need to change the expression of millimeter into centimeter. Third problem is express the following in meter using the decimals. So here they given the values in centimeter. We need to express the following in meter using the decimals. For that, we know 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 of meter. When we change into the decimals, we get 1 centimeter is equal to 0.01 meter. By using this, you need to change the express the following into meter. Okay. Fourth problem is expand the following decimal numbers. Here, the value is given as like 37.3, 237.6. So, you need to express the following into decimal numbers. Fifth problem is express the following decimal numbers in place value grid and write the place value of the number digit. So, here 53.61 and another sum is 17.39 is given. First, you need to express the following of decimal numbers in the place value grid, which means you need to put a box and write ones, tens and how many values are there you need to write. And after that, you need to write the place value of the number digit, which is underlined. Okay, students? I see you in the next video, students. Thank you, students.